skincare nerds, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a product that is going to give you that glow up and help your skin look fresh no matter what happened the night before or even the entire year before. We're talking about one of the Ordinary's most popular hydrating products, the Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5 Serum. We'll get into if it's right for your skin or not, how to use it, and also how to add it into your routine. Okay, so let's just jump into it. Why is hyaluronic acid so amazing? So first off, hyaluronic acid is not an exfoliating acid, so it's not like lactic acid or glycolic acid. It's actually a sugar that's naturally produced in your own body, and it helps with hydration and lubrication. You've probably heard this by now, but what makes it so great is that it can hold up to 1,000 times its own weight in water. So when you apply it onto your skin, what it will do is pull all of the moisture from in the air and deposit it onto your skin, making it amazing for the winter if your skin is feeling dehydrated. And since dehydrated skin accentuates the look of any fine lines and wrinkles you have, hyaluronic acid is great because it helps solve that dehydration, making them way less obvious. And the last reason is hyaluronic acid is non-irritating for most people. Some of you might have a reaction to it, but I'll get to that later on in the video. Alright, so now that we've talked about what hyaluronic acid can do for your skin, let's talk about the serum itself. So there's obviously a 2% concentration of hyaluronic acid in here, and that's also supported by vitamin B5, also known as panthenol. And that vitamin B5 just gives that extra little boost to your skin's surface level hydration. We are getting hydrated here. So what I really like about this formula is it doesn't have any alcohol, there's no oil and no silicones in here, plus it's vegan and cruelty-free. And if you have any allergies, it's nut-free and gluten-free as well. So it also comes in this dropper bottle, which totally works because the form of hyaluronic acid in this formula is really stable. And as for the smell, all of the Ordinary's products are always fragrance-free, but to me, I do find that it has like a slight smell of kind of like paper, but I just feel like my nose is really sensitive, and I don't know if you guys will even pick up on that, but that's just what I find. And in terms of the texture, it can definitely be a little bit gloopy, like it's quite thick, but I do find that it kind of dries down and absorbs pretty well. And when it does dry down, it kind of leaves this like subtle, dewy finish. And I know some of you have mentioned that you've experienced some pilling or flaking with this serum, but don't worry, I will go over how to apply it so you can avoid any pilling and flaking. And if you really don't like the stickiness of this serum, you can always try the Ordinary's Marine Hyaluronic Acid Serum instead. I find that that serum is a lot thinner than this one, and it's kind of a little bit more watery and runny as well, so you might like that one better. Alright, so let's talk about if this serum is right for you or not. So obviously, if your skin's feeling dehydrated, then this is going to be really great for adding that hydration back into your skin. But this is also great if you're starting to worry about some fine lines and wrinkles creeping in. Younger skin has really high water content, which is what gives it that kind of resilience and bounciness. And hyaluronic acid is going to help you restore a lot of that moisture because it has an insane capacity to retain water. So if you want your skin to look plump, glowy, and bouncy, this is really gonna help you achieve that look. Okay, but what if you have combo oily skin or acne? Can you still use hyaluronic acid? So I just want to clear something up real quick. If you have oily or combo skin, it doesn't mean that you can't be dehydrated as well. And since a lot of acne fighting ingredients like benzoyl peroxide, retinoids, or azelaic acid can be really stripping, this could be great for you to add into your routine for those days where you really feel like you need to add some moisture back into your skin. But if your skin is really oily and you never really feel dehydrated, the Ordinary's niacinamide plus zinc serum might be better for you. So some of you have also asked if hyaluronic acid is going to help with your acne scars or not. Hyaluronic acid does have some wound healing properties, but you'll see more results with retinoids and exfoliating acids instead. But as we talked about earlier, they can be drying, so you might end up needing this in the end anyway. So who shouldn't be using the serum? One of the issues with hyaluronic acid is it can actually dry your skin out if there is no moisture in the air to pull from. So basically it's not really great if you live somewhere really dry, like in a desert, because it'll just end up dehydrating your skin even more. Also, even though it's pretty unlikely to cause any type of allergic reaction because the hyaluronic acid in here is pretty similar to what we have naturally in our own skin, it still might cause some inflammation in some people, which is one of the reasons why we always patch test. Because the formula has a blend of different sized hyaluronic acid molecules, small, medium, and large, it can penetrate different layers of your skin. Like the smaller ones can go much deeper down. So there is some evidence linking the smaller size hyaluronic acid molecules to potential inflammation. I'll link down below more info on that if you want to check it out. But again, most people don't have an issue when they're using this serum. So now let's talk about how to apply it in the right way. So after cleansing, toning, and or essence, ideally your skin is still a little bit damp. You want to just squeeze out a couple drops, 2 or 3. You don't need to empty the whole dropper, like that would be way too much. If you do apply too much, it might pill or even feel extremely sticky. Pilling is when you get some flaking, like especially around your eyebrows. So if that's happening or it's not really absorbing and feeling extremely sticky on your skin, then you're applying way too much. So again, you really only need to use 2 to 3 drops. I like to use my fingers and just pat it into my skin. After I apply it, I like to wait a couple minutes for it to absorb and then I apply a moisturizer on top. This serum is great for drawing moisture into your skin, but you also want to seal it off with a moisturizer to keep that moisture from evaporating right off. And as for when to apply it, it's really your call. You can apply it day and night, or you can apply it only when your skin is feeling dehydrated. Also, as I mentioned earlier, if you live somewhere really dry with no humidity, you have to be really careful using this. You can get around that by getting a humidifier or using this right after you get out of a steamy shower. Now let's talk about how to actually add it into your routine. This is a water-based serum, so this comes after cleansing, toning, or essence, and it's also best to apply this when your skin is a little bit damp. You should also apply it before any water-free or oil-based products like moisturizer or sunscreen. And as for layering this with some of your other serums, hyaluronic acid is pretty stable, so it's great for mixing. If you're mixing this with the Ordinary's niacinamide and zinc, they're both water-based formulations, so you could layer them one on top of the other. Just apply whichever one you want to penetrate more deeply first. So if dehydration is more of an issue first, you want to apply this one first and let it absorb before applying the niacinamide one on top. And if you're using a treatment serum like a retinoid or a vitamin C, then the retinoid or vitamin C should come before a hydrating serum like this one. One thing you could do is mix a couple drops of this with your moisturizer just to give you a little bit more of a boost in hydration. By the way, you absolutely don't need to apply more than one serum. You could incorporate this into a very simple skincare routine with just a cleanser, this serum, a moisturizer, and an SPF in the morning. Okay, so that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you found this video helpful, and if it was, don't forget to give your girl a like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more informative skincare videos like this one. See you next time!